going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I know it's been a while, but we got a treat for you. We got the world's first ESS S650, and we have Wengerd Performance in here doing some tuning magic. We're going to see what we can do with this. You're dialing this in today, getting everything ready for when the S650 kit drops on the market.
Yeah, so we got lucky and got a some parts from ESS to do some testing on a development kit. So kind of feeling it out. We're working with them, making any changes we need, anything issues we see or anything like that, they'll update. And so far it's looking good. It's a bone stock car, stock exhaust manifold, stock cats, everything. I mean, it's literally ESS bolted on, 55-pound injectors, 93.
All right, guys, so we're about to make a pull. Put your guesses down below. Now, this is the first pull. This is a bone stock car, stock header, stock cat, stock exhaust. Everything is stock except for a ESS setup on the car. So drop your comments down below, guess what it's gonna make, and then stick around to the end of the video, see what the final numbers end up being. All right, so keep in mind, this is on pump 93. Also, guys, keep in mind how hot it is. We are in West Tennessee in the middle of summer during heat advisory. So it's not the best time to be dynoing, but you have to do what you gotta do. So we're 90 degrees in the shop right now, 61% humidity. So keep that in mind. Yes, correction factors do help, but they don't do everything. If you put a car on the dyno, SA correction factors in hot air and cool air, it will make more horsepower in cool air. So first run on the dyno, 670, 476 torque at 7,750 RPM. Let me get my tongue straight. And it's SAE smoothing 5, guys. So it's doing work. And it was 11.3 pound of boost. 11.3 pound of boost. 120 on a G3R. So I'm not gonna show too much over there, but he's doing some tuning stuff, but that's the first rip, and we are going to see what we can do with some tweaks.
Was it still climbing too?
Yeah, I think so. So we made 666, 668, 670. Yeah, you made peak horsepower at 7750. Yeah, so that's where you let out. So it's loving it.
I did it because I didn't want it to auto upshift.
And then we got 11.3 pounds of boost. So that just tells you that there is stock headers and cats in there, because that would be a little lower if we could flow a little more. Yeah. But it's still, everything looks good.
And we're running the cat over that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. 686. 686. Whoa! There you go. That's where you let off. That's where you let off before you hit the stop recording. But 723. There you go. All right, so 723 is where we ended up. We had a customer that was here for a dyno appointment that Daryl was tuning, so we had to stop everything yesterday. However, we got to pretty much where we wanted to be. Get some numbers on 93, get some data, and go from there. But 723 is where we ended up. The first pull was 670. I forget what it is. I'll go over here in just a second. And that's not going to be the end of this. We're not going to show you the dyno video, and that's going to be the end all be all. He's going to come back. We've talked about doing a E30 blend and things like that, and as well as it will get put on E85 eventually. And as we progress, we're going to bring you along the way. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, okay, did you baseline the car? Yes, we did. We baselined Daryl's car a little while back. If you go on to his Facebook, Wengerd Performance, you will see some baseline numbers, but I'm gonna go over that with you here in just a second here as well. So let's get to it. So that right there is where we ended up, 723, 519 torque at 7850 RPM, so 7,850 RPM right there. But right here is where he lifted. He did not want to go to the rev limiter, and he lifted. So had he not lifted, I think it would have pulled out a little more. But like I said, we are not done testing. This is just the first setup. We sent everything over to ESS. We got them some feedback. So hopefully they're going to be getting out the kit. Hopefully, I'm not sure. I can't give you guys a time frame. I'm hoping soon. But I imagine they're going to tweak a few things, and I can tell you I have seen some stuff with the new kit. It's going to be an extremely nice kit, and it's going to work. As you can see, we did 723 on pump 93 and was not putting the car at jeopardy. The car wanted it. I'm not going to go into details about this. If you would like us to start, me and Daryl talked about doing a live with you guys and answering S650 questions for all you guys that are wondering about the tuning, everything that's happening. You know, go ahead and let me know. I used to do lives. If you remember, I started doing lives in 2019, and we did them every Wednesday for a couple years. And then we just stopped doing them. But however, if you guys, it's something you guys would be interested in, I wouldn't mind going live here and there, especially if Daryl wants to join in. And you guys ask us some S650 questions, we'd be glad to answer them for you. But 723 is where we ended up. So let's go to the baseline run on this car. So the baseline run on this car was 407. All these measurements were done SAE smooth and 5, but I'm going to show you standard here in just a second as well. So 407 horsepower and 347 foot-pound of torque. Now guys, like I said earlier, these runs were all done in 5th gear. There is a speed limiter. HP Tuners is working on it, getting the speed limiter raised, but as of right now, there's a speed limiter, so all these are done in 5th gear. And the reason we're doing a lot of it in 5th gear, we will transition over to 6th gear once all that stuff gets where we're able to. But the reason we're doing it in 5th gear as well is because we can actually go back where we did our 5th gear runs stock, and we can compare everything and kind of show you guys everything that there is. But if you look guys, we did 407 stock with the stock. Now we did, let's say 413 with Daryl's tune. Daryl actually talked about this online. There's not a lot. If you look right here, there's some meat on the bones in the mid-range, and there's a little bit up top right here, but there's not a lot. Ford did really good with the stock 93 tune, so that was 413. So if you go let's do the 413 because that is Daryl's tune. We'll run with the 413 to the 723. So we picked up 310 horsepower with 11 pound of boost on 93. That is substantial, guys. The car is loving boost. There are some people out there still using standard numbers, so we want to go ahead and show you guys what is it standard. Options, channels, SAE, just move it to standard and apply. So standard, we were 736, 415 stock, 421, 736, 683, 698. So there's the standard numbers over SAE. Standard, smooth and 5. So just like to kind of share with you guys everything, but we try to use SAE. Every once in a while we'll use post a standard because we sometimes get tired of people posting standard, so we'll post standard. But as you can see, 723. So guys, the car is responding absolutely extremely well to boost, and we can't wait to see what's coming. All right guys, so there you go. A lot of guys have been asking, is the S650, how's it going to respond with the ESS versus the S550? And I can tell you, we've had cars with the exact setup. That was a G3R with a 120. We've had cars on this dyno on S550s, and I can tell you that the 650 is responding better to the ESS setup, same setup than the S550. I'm not dogging the S550, guys. Don't go and run to the comments. Please, for the love of God, don't run to the comments. I still love the S550s. I've owned 10 of them. I still have the 16. We got rid of the 22 to get a 25 so we could progress and we could build cars. I want to have my hands on the car. I want to put it through the paces, NA, boosted. So when I build a car for you guys here at HPR, we know what different combos we're gonna do. I decided when we got the parts in from ESS to let Daryl put them on his car instead of my 25. Couple reasons. One is I wanna do some testing with naturally aspirated setups, different setups, and I also wanted to progress it into boost, which we will do as soon as we can, I assure you that. But Daryl has access to his car. He drives it all the time, so it's better suited for him to dial everything in, make sure the drivability is perfect, make sure everything is perfect. That way, when the ESS kit drops, his tuning is spot on for you guys. And as always, Daryl does a phenomenal job at tuning. Has worked with me since 2018, has tuned 99.9% of the cars out of this shop has been tuned by him. Hundreds of cars out there on the road, and all of them do a phenomenal job. So guys, don't fret if you're looking for tuning, holler at Wengerd. Some will say that I'm a fanboy, but guys, I'm not. He just does a great job. He does great work, and he's never let us down as a shop. And as a shop, you've got to have a tuner that will never let you down and keeps things rolling and keeps things on the ball. And the S650 stuff is coming along great, guys. So I think right now he has released the NA tuning for you guys. So, and he's had really good success with that setup. If you want to keep track of all of it, he posts a lot over on his Facebook, Wengerd Performance. Go check it out. But anyway, guys, I don't want this video getting too long. I don't want to bore you guys. If you've stuck around, thank you. And guys, we'll see you in the next one.